You guys haven't seen me in a minute. Um, I hope that everybody's well. I've been, really kind of going through some things personally, and just trying to keep my mind focused. So I apologize for the delay. But really trying to get just things back on track and working on it every day, working on it every day. But why we are here, that is what I would love us to start a conversation about this evening. As you guys all know, you probably come in here because you saw that the live is called exclusivity. You know what I'm saying? I want exclusivity. And I wanted to bring up a subject, and it could apply to both. If you guys know, it could apply to both. I do. Um, it can apply to both. The first thing I wanted to point out was, Mr. Betts, is that I had a conversation today and I was thinking about it. And I wanted to share was being exclusive, and being exclusive in any relationship is a big thing. It's a big thing. And that's including poly. You know, people are gonna be like, "Well, what does that have to do with this?" Um, it can be poly or just in general. I think at this point, having exclusivity to yourself, exclusivity. Probably saying that really strangely, but um, access, having access, and giving access is very, very important, and especially in relationships, you want to be able to give access to yourself. Okay, that is the whole point of having a relationship, is that you want to have access to a person, right? You want to um, spend time with them, have one on ones. You want to spend time with them, with the groups of people, without groups of people, all those things. And with those things um, that we're giving each other, and exchanging, you want to be very, very aware of how we're giving it. So I'm going to bring it in two parts because obviously I talk to two different kinds of crowds, and we want to give information for everybody. Um, if you're in this poly life and you really don't know which way to go and you're a little confused, I think you should really start by really focusing on what parts of you would like to give. And I'm saying that it is something to think about. So since you're saying, "Hey, I'm poly and I'm giving access," and even if you're not poly, if you're a woman going out here dating, you are then opening yourself up to be, or a man, if you're opening yourself up to date, you're basically telling people you're available to give a certain part of yourself to them, and are open for them to experience you. And I always say that, we want to have an experience with a person. And if you are able to have an experience that is going to be intimate and all these things, you want to make sure that you're not giving that to everyone. Regardless if you're poly or not, I still think that there is parts of you that you have to understand that are special. And not everyone is going to be able to experience that. And that's okay. That's what makes it special. That's what makes that connection with you something that people should drive for and want and desire, and put themselves out there to be able to be in your presence, to gain your attention. Those are things that people want. And what they do to get that is what you'll receive, right? So if you're a person dating multiple people and you allow everyone to have full access to you, and what I mean by that is they can call you whenever they want. You'll answer at any time. You'll, if someone asks you out, it's always a yes. It doesn't matter. You're just open to all this stuff. If you allow someone all these accesses to you and you don't even know them, what makes it special for you and your partner or partners? What makes it special? What makes it special for them to get you? Because anyone has the same access as them. There's nothing that is special or desired from you because you've already given it out, or you're always giving it out. So being exclusive and making those lines are really, really important. So I would say, I would definitely say that you need to think about that. Think about all those things. And so when you're starting to date, think in your mind, okay, so like, what is it that I have that people keep asking from me? And it could be time. Someone could be asking for your help, or someone could be asking to hear your stories or whatever. And that's access. So even though you may think is not as important, or you may not put the greatest value on those things are still access. And you have to remind yourself that that access also needs to be given to particular people, and it's exclusive for them. It's like they're part of this club, and that's what makes it so special, regardless of if you're poly or not. And if you're going down this realm, if you're a woman dating or a man dating, you want to make sure that your access is limited. And people who desire to get that exclusive time with you, who really want it, will do the work to get it. And I think that's where a lot of people are missing it. You know, they're thinking, oh, okay, well, I'm just open. I want these experiences and meet these new people, and I'm have all this. And what basically you're saying is that I'm opening up myself to have full access from other people, and they don't have to do anything to get it, but just be present. And so we want to make sure, as poly people and people who are dating, that we're making sure that our value for ourselves and how we feel about ourselves is not only like the way we feel about ourselves is not only desired by ourselves. So I might love hanging around these people, and these people I'm enjoying all that, but I'm not understanding that they're receiving a gift too by being in my presence. They're receiving a gift by hanging out, by talking to me, by me answering the phone. And so you have to know that, okay, I really like that person, but I also want to make sure that that person really likes me. And a lot of times, figuring out if someone really is interested in you is as simple as modifying how much access they have to you. That's one way. And some people will just want the access because they're lonely, or they desire what you have, but you also can see that over time. So I didn't want to bring that up. And I won't be dragging it on. If you guys had any questions, or you want to have a little bit of conversation, I'll read some things down here. I want to make sure everyone, hi there. I want to say hi to folks who come visit me. But definitely, if you want to make those boundaries. So the first thing I would tell someone who's getting into this kind of relationship, or any relationship, is make sure you have boundaries on how much access you're giving people to yourself. Also, you do got to do a little bit of understanding of what you really desire, and then that way you can make these boundaries for yourself and the people you want to meet. If I want to meet a guy who's like amazing and has all this like energy, he may not desire every moment with me because he's having all these explorations and things like that. And so you got to kind of feel out what kind of person you like, and how much of energy you guys are giving each other. Like there's so, like, I like to say, people want relationships to be cookie cutter. They want it to be like so easy. Like all I have to do is step one, two, three, four, and five, and then I'm gonna have a husband. Or one, two, three, four, and five, I'm gonna have this great relationship. And the honest truth is, every relationship is different, and that's why a lot of times you're different with different people. Even with your multiple people, different dynamics and different people in those dynamics will change how you are. And that's why meeting people is so wonderful in itself, is because the relationship you have with me will never be the same that I have with someone else, because you're special and no one else will be like you. And even if they're similar, they'll never be you. And on top of that, they'll never be you, the experiences you have with me. And so every relationship is special because of that. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. So when you come to realize that that is in fact true, then you understand why you have to know that having exclusive things with certain partners or um, special time with them, things like that is very, very important too. And also, even if you allow more than one person to have particular access to you, you want people to know that this access is like amazing. This is a great thing, to have. So I just want to look at this. I saw this little thing here. I've never seen this before. But I just wanted to share this on the live. I haven't done a video in quite a minute. And a live at that. I want to kind of start getting on a schedule. I'm trying to set up a place. And hopefully I'll have this done. Never mind, not hopefully, because we're not doing that no more. We will be having this done within 2 weeks, getting everything set up so we can do these lives, be committed to the calls. I do see a great turning. We need to have more conversation about that. And be in a good positive space about trying to introduce this new generation into polling and polling the right way. And that's why I got into this whole thing anyway, was talk about relationships and helping people manage and have good relationships and different relationships. And as I'm on the journey to help others from what I've learned so far, I also want people to know that, I also on a journey too. So the older I get, the more I know, things like that. But what I have in fact understood and learned from, I want to share that with others. And I want to continue on the path I have. So like I said, if you guys are have any comments or thing like that, please put them below. I'm probably gonna do maybe another little live later on this evening because I'm pretty much awake. But I wanted to share this with you guys now and just hang out for a second. But you guys enjoy the moments you have tonight. Remember what I said. Focus on being the person you would love to be for yourself and for others. And remember that being exclusive is is not always a bad thing. When you hear that, it's not stressful. I know some people get triggered, and that giving someone personal access to you is a privilege, and it's not for everybody. And you should give that privilege to people who deserve that privilege with you. That's what I want people to know more about being, exclusive. Is if I'm going to give you this exclusive experience with me, that you earned it, like you deserve this, and I want to give it to you. And that's where you should be in that exchange. Gonna value that. But I will let you guys get back to your evening. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Everybody who came in and ran out, it was fun. I just needed a few moments to do such, but I will check you out another time. And you guys have a good day. Bye.